Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to our early afternoon update. I'm Victoria Holmes here in the digital studio. A company flying former military jets to help train Air Force pilots is moving into the Global Trends Park in Kinston. Draken International is a Texas-based firm with the world's largest commercial fleet of privately owned tactical aircrafts. North Carolina's Department of Transportation says Draken will lease hangar and office space at the Global Trends Park. Draken will help prepare trained pilots at nearby Seymour Johnson Air Force Base. The company's pilots will take the role of an enemy force during training missions and war games. Draken will provide the same services for pilots at Marine Corps Air Station Cherry Point. The Kinston location will be stationed near primary customers at both military installations, carrying up to 1,000 support missions each year. LabCorp Diagnostics is unveiling a new testing method to simultaneously detect the coronavirus, influenza type A and B, and a respiratory virus as the United States prepares to enter flu season. The test will be administered through doctors, hospitals, and authorized healthcare providers. North Carolina-based LabCorp is also submitting an application to the FDA for a combined at-home collection kit. As of today, North Carolina is reporting 2,909 COVID-19 deaths. 186 deaths were reported from the last flu season from September 20th, 2019 through May 16th, 2020. When we come back, an investigation into alleged campaign finance law violations by the Postmaster General and political debates. How influential are they? We have those stories here at your local election headquarters. But first, a weather update from our meteorologist, Alex Wasilenko.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. I'm your First Alert meteorologist, Alex Wasilenko, reporting from the First Alert Weather Center on this busy day across the east and coastal plains. It's busy in terms of rising heat, humidity, and thunderstorm activity. That's right. We're getting back to that typical summertime regime across eastern North Carolina today and through much of the work week, as a matter of fact. We're tracking a stationary front that resides just off the Carolina coast. It'll slowly flex its way westward towards eastern North Carolina today, tomorrow, and through the next couple of days. It's going to mean round after round of showers and storms in eastern North Carolina. Those showers and storms, they could become strong to severe at a moment's notice, so do be sure to remain weather aware not only today, but again through the next couple of days. As we go into the overnight period through early Wednesday morning, the showers and storms will continue isolated in fashion, but with the daytime heating and humidity by Wednesday afternoon and evening, do expect more rounds of showers and storms to impact eastern North Carolina. To tally up the rainfall totals with us day by day and to track out those showers and storms, do be sure to download your free First Alert weather app. The shower and thunderstorm activity will remain constant and persistent over the next few days. You'll notice the active work week ahead. It looks intimidating for both inland and coastal communities when you strictly focus on those weather icons, showing showers and storms again each and every day. However, it will be important to note that not one day in particular will be a complete washout. You're just going to want to make sure to remain weather aware and don't let that umbrella or rain gear get too far out of sight as we maneuver through the rest of your work week. Make it a terrific Tuesday, stay dry and weather aware as always. I'm your First Alert meteorologist, Alex Wasilenko.
Welcome back. We are exactly 8 weeks away from Election Day. The presidential debates have not started, but polls show many Americans already know who will get their vote. Reporter Russ Bowen looks at the impact debates may or may not have on voters' choices.
If this election has you a bit stressed out, it is no surprise.
This is the most polarized politics we've had since at least the Civil War.
As President Trump and Joe Biden, Kamala Harris and Mike Pence, Tom Tillis and Cal Cunningham are locked down and committed to debate, does it matter?
One of the questions we have with debates, even when candidates get a bump from the debate, does that ball come back down? In other words, does the bump become a bounce? Or does it stay up and keep that candidate riding high?
And political scientist Chris Cooper says that high is more about getting a supporter to go to the polls, donate to the campaign, and influence other voters than about changing that voter's mind.
It seems to me, in large part, most people have already decided who they're going to vote for. There's not much that can change their mind at this point.
Yes, there's not a lot of undecided voters left in America or left in North Carolina. You know, we're a little bit unique because we are so close that even if there's just a very small number of undecided voters, they could be the ones that matter.
That matters because the Trump-Biden polls are extremely close in our state. And remember, Roy Cooper beat incumbent Governor Pat McCrory in the last election by only 10,277 votes. Those are the folks candidates are after.
So somebody like Cunningham, this is in some ways his coming out party. This is his first chance to have not paid media, but earned media where it's live, and we get to see how he responds.
And how he looks next to Senator Tillis, who has a much longer voting record and time in public office that he can be judged by.
This is an important quality of debates where we do get to learn more about the candidates. Again, especially in these examples, like the Senate example you just gave, and farther down the ballot, where we're not so baked in with our opinions.
House Democrats say they will look into whether Postmaster General Louis DeJoy violated campaign finance laws. The investigation centers on DeJoy's alleged actions at his former business, New Breed Logistics. He's accused of encouraging employees to contribute to Republican candidates' campaigns. Then, according to accusations, DeJoy would give specific employees bonuses to reimburse them for their contributions. 5 people who worked for DeJoy's former business say they were urged by DeJoy's aides or by DeJoy himself to write checks and attend fundraisers at his mansion in Greensboro, North Carolina. It's not illegal to encourage employees to contribute to candidates, but it is illegal to reimburse them as a way of avoiding federal campaign contribution limits. In DeJoy's testimony before the House Oversight Committee, he denied repaying executives for contributing to Republicans' campaigns. DeJoy could also face criminal charges for lying under oath. A spokesperson for DeJoy says the Postmaster General was unaware of any workers felt pressure to make donations. The spokesperson says DeJoy believes he has always complied with campaign fundraising laws and regulations. President Trump will make a campaign stop at Smith Reynolds Airport in Winston-Salem this evening. The president's re-election campaign is not saying how many people are expected at tonight's event, but workers at the airport said they were preparing for hundreds to thousands. Fences are set up around the airport to handle crowds showing up to hear the president and those who will protest his visit. Hand sanitizers and temperature checks will also happen as people enter the area. Doors open at 4 p.m. and the president is expected to speak around 7 p.m. Thank you for tuning in to our early afternoon update. I'm Victoria Holmes here in the digital studio.